Everybody loves fresh, delicious, homegrown tomatoes. So big, so juicy, so delicious. It's what makes the tomato America's garden favorite. But who has the time, patience, or space to grow them? You spend hours digging, planting, staking, and tying. And then you fight weeds, fight fungus, bacteria, animals, and bugs. And still your tomatoes go from ripe to rotten.
When you plant tomatoes in the ground, you have to worry about bugs and animals getting to them.
How do you keep the varmints out?
They don't.
It's a never-ending battle to keep some, I call them creepers, these weeds that just tend to overtake the tomato.
Now there's a better, easier, faster way to grow the freshest, juiciest homegrown tomatoes you want without the gardening headaches you don't. Introducing Topsy Turvy, the revolutionary tomato tree that makes growing jumbo, fresh, and juicy tomatoes as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just place the tomato plants in the vertical grow bag. Add ordinary potting soil, pour in the water, and watch them grow. It's that easy.
All I have to do with my Topsy Turvy is fertilize it and water it, and the tomatoes take care of themselves.
You need the Topsy Turvy. I love the tomatoes from that.
Weeding is gone. There is no more weeding.
Topsy-turvy vertical grow technology is what the experts describe as the biggest breakthrough in tomato gardening since, well, the tomato. Reader's Digest magazine describes the original topsy-turvy planter as America's best garden helper, while Time magazine calls it one of the best 100 inventions in the USA. And the best tomato planter in America is now even better with the all-new topsy-turvy tomato tree. Now you can grow beefsteak, cherry, red, and yellow tomatoes at the same time, or other vegetables like peppers, squash, zucchini, and more. It's so compact it fits about anywhere on decks, rooftops, balconies, and small backyards. If you live in a high-rise or apartment in the city or the country, if you've got room for an average-sized garden pot, you can transform that space into an incredible tomato garden with the Topsy-Turvy.
You know, I've gotten a lot of response from the Topsy-Turvy, literally from all over the world, over 15 countries, that have tried growing tomatoes upside down for the first time. Many of these people never grew anything before in their whole life. For the first time, not only did they have good success, they had remarkable success. Huge tomatoes, lots of tomatoes, tomatoes that had the right content of sugar and acid for that good homegrown tomato flavor. The Topsy-Turvy just made these people expert gardeners.
Stay tuned and watch them grow right before your eyes, and how the vertical growing technology of Topsy-Turvy has turned tomato gardening upside down.
Okay, Deborah, really, is there anything that tastes as good or is as good for you as a homegrown, fresh-picked, red, ripe tomato?
You know, Bo, you're so right. They're so delicious, but the really farm-fresh tomatoes, they're so hard to find. I mean, you have to be at the farmer's market Saturday at sunrise.
On your day off.
Exactly, to really get the fresh stuff before they're all gone.
Hey, and what the grocery store calls fresh, we know.
Really isn't.
No. Or you spend months growing them in the garden. But who has the time or the patience?
Or the garden. First, you need the space for a garden. Then you need to dig it, plant it, stake it, cage it.
And then get it growing. You battle the weather, the bugs, the animals, and then getting through it all with something that looks appetizing, let alone something you'd actually want to eat, is easier said than done.
So, if you love the taste of fresh-picked tomatoes,
but you don't want all the headaches and the hassles of gardening,
your prayers have been answered.
This is the incredible Topsy-Turvy tomato tree, and it's literally turned the world of tomato gardening upside down.
That's right. It's a new concept called vertical gardening.
And it's so remarkably simple that now anyone, in fact everyone, can grow huge, delicious, fresh, off-the-vine tomatoes.
That's right. The Topsy-Turvy makes it as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just place the tomato plants in the vertical grow bag, add ordinary potting soil and water, and watch them grow. It's that easy.
So let me explain the magic behind the vertical gardening concept. You see, gravity is the natural enemy of garden tomatoes. As plants grow up, gravity pulls them down, so they require constant tying and caging to keep them off the ground, away from bugs, animals, and fungus. And the taller the plant gets, the harder it is to pull against gravity to get the vital water and nutrients. Now, the Topsy-Turvy turns it all upside down, using gravity to create a vertical growing advantage. With the Topsy, the roots grow up and the plant grows down, so gravity works in your favor.
The secret is Topsy's vertical grow bag. Inside, soil, water, and nutrients surround and constantly feed the plants so the root system grows thicker, stronger, and faster. On the outside, the grow bag's natural green color captures the sun's warming energy, creating a greenhouse effect that maintains the ideal growing temperature. Meanwhile, gravity pulls vital growing nutrients down the vine, keeping the plant constantly fed.
It's like having its own ecosystem. None of the good stuff escapes. Water, nutrients, and food, and all that energy stay contained in the grow bag, guaranteeing 100% nutrient absorption and maximum plant growth.
The result is bigger, juicier, better tasting, and more abundant tomatoes that are ripe for picking up to 3 weeks faster than you'd get from an ordinary tomato plant.
Absolutely amazing. With the Topsy-Turvy, tomatoes are as natural gets.
I really don't like the tomatoes that you get, the hothouse tomatoes, even though they say they taste like homegrown. They do not, believe me. You need the Topsy-Turvy. I love the tomatoes from that. You can taste the difference.
Like any mom, I want to feed my kids the best there is. That's why I like organic. But organic food at the grocery store is becoming so expensive. But that's why we like the Topsy-Turvy. So many recipes can be improved with organic tomatoes.
Yeah, I love to make pizza and spaghetti.
And I like salads and salsa. The Topsy-Turvy is very, very convenient.
You know, Deborah, today everyone is trying to eat fresh, right?
Absolutely.
We want the freshest produce for our family. But if you go to the store, you find produce that has preservatives and pesticides all over it. That's not fresh.
No, it isn't. I really want them fresh off the vine. I want them organic. And that's why farmers markets are so popular. Everybody wants it fresh off the vine, grown naturally.
So I visited a fresh farmers market to compare our tomatoes against the experts. And as expected, the Topsy-Turvy turned the entire market upside down. Perfect for patios.
It looks like a good new idea.
Yeah?
Yeah. I put it on my patio with the stand and have my own tomatoes.
It's beautiful. Are those real? They're gorgeous.
Tomatoes are generally a vine, normally, and a lot of people grow them as bushes. So they're all over the ground all the time, and of course they rot, you know, and they're hard to control that way, but this is perfect, really. This is the way they naturally grow, which is in the vine fashion, so they're growing down like that's a great idea.
I like the idea that it's up tall and that it's away from little critters below. I think this is a good deal. But you're not selling it today.
No, but you want one today, don't you?
Why not?
What happened? You grew some tomatoes?
Yes, I did. One like this, a beefsteak.
You grew one in the Topsy-Turvy tomato tree?
Yeah. And I had a cherry one, too. I live in a condo, so I could hang them on my balcony. I could just go out and grab one in the morning.
Didn't have to worry about bugs or varmints or anything,
Right. It was great. I like that you've got two sizes planted in one pot. I didn't think about that.
They're beautiful. They're beautiful. So if they taste as good as they look, it's a good product.
You get the whole salad in one tree.
Pretty awesome. I'm impressed. They're beautiful. It's almost like a work of art.
I live in that building over there. I can hang it outside and have fresh tomatoes year-round.
Absolutely amazing.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's all in one spot. I don't have to worry about the bugs and stuff eating the fruit. It makes a great product. I'm happy to have it. And the thing's fantastic and grows like you wouldn't believe.
It really is easy. You can grow the biggest, juiciest, most delicious tomatoes you've ever tasted. All you need is the Topsy-Turvy tomato tree. Here's how to order yours right now.
Everybody loves fresh tomatoes, but who has the time, patience, or space to grow them? You spend hours planting, staking, and tying, battling critters, fungus, and bugs, and still your tomatoes go from ripe to rotten. Not anymore. Introducing Topsy-Turvy, the revolutionary tomato tree that's turned tomato gardening upside down. Now, growing farm-fresh, jumbo, juicy tomatoes is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just place the tomato plants in the vertical grow bag, add ordinary potting soil, pour in the water.